New tonight, parking problems in Provo have the city and some residents at odds. Council members want to begin enforcing strict housing occupancy rules, but some say that would affect young single working professionals. Here's News 4 Utah's Jen Jacobson with both sides of the debate.
Starting August 1st, Provo will no longer allow more than 3 unrelated tenants to live under one roof.
It seems pretty interesting that instead of attacking the issue, which is parking, it's kind of pushing individuals out instead. And I think that that's kind of unfortunate that we aren't exploring other options of what we can do with those individuals and to keep them around.
The move imposes strict penalties, Class B and C misdemeanors, which are typically reserved for those arrested for public intoxication or possessing a small amount of drugs.
Because it is true that if you go down some of the streets where this is, you kind of see wall-to-wall cars on both sides. It's not what everybody wants in their neighborhood.
This letter asks those involved in rental dwellings to acknowledge compliance with a signature. The young single professionals feel they're being targeted and kicked out.
For non-students that don't own homes, this is terrible. And for non-students that do own homes who are planning on, for example, somebody that's single, I have plenty of friends that own homes. I'm looking into buying a home. And I'm very de-incentivized to buy a home in Provo because I want to be fiscally responsible and fill it in with other tenants with me to help pay the mortgage.
Some tenants have already been evicted.
After this, I'm really questioning why do I live in Provo? Why was I investing back into the local economy there? Why was I encouraging people to live there and that it was a good place?
The deputy mayor tells me city council made the decision. Mayor Cavusi didn't decide to veto, but she isn't fighting city council's decision.
We need to be welcoming. And yes, maybe we need to do some things on the enforcement side. Yes, the law needs to be upheld, but we've got to be careful not to alienate this segment of the population.
In Provo, Jen Jacobson, News 4 Utah.
The Community Development Office is holding an open house to discuss this new law. That next event is Wednesday, June 13th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Community Development Department Conference Room.